Jesus.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Bad and Five with you again. I was sent a PM by a user named SuccubusFan85, and yeah, he sent me a PM, and he was talking about a few things I've addressed, and he wanted me to make a video about being a vegetarian and different things like this. Now, I've gained quite a few subscribers in the past few days. I don't know why, but I have. And first off, I really do appreciate any subscriber I get. No one's forced to watch me, and I say this all the time, and most people are probably tired of hearing it. But, thing is, I really do appreciate any subscribers I get. Now, unlike my normal videos, I took notes. Well, not really notes. I want to structure this. Now, this might turn into a two-parter. I hope it doesn't, but it probably will, because there's a lot to cover. Now, also, before I get going with this, I want everyone to know this is not going to be some fucking Onision-style video where I'm judging meat eaters. I'm not. I don't judge people on things like this. To me, that's a trivial thing to judge someone on, and I don't do it. I have a couple of times, and I hate doing it. And I always feel bad, and I always apologize to the person. So anyway, let's get this started. Now, I first met my wife in August of 2002. Now, she rarely ate meat. I ate meat all the time. And she ate like chicken. We went to Taco Bell a few fucking times, and she got like beef. But she would never eat seafood, and I don't think I've ever seen her eat pork, but it was like chicken, turkey, beef, rarely. About a year after we were together, her and her mom decided they were going to go vegetarian. They said they love animals. They've always had tons of pets. And they just really started to feel bad about eating meat. So, they just said, let's go vegetarian. Now, her mom eats fish now, which I know there are some people who say they're vegetarian, but they eat fish, which, no, you're not a vegetarian. There's a word for that, but it's not vegetarian, because, well, a fucking fish is not a goddamn plant. So, you're not a vegetarian, but, whatever. I mean, whatever choice you came up with, that's fine. I don't judge. But, she tried to get me to go vegetarian at first. And at first I was kind of like, yeah, but then I started thinking about it, it's like, no, I don't want to. And, I mean, she would make jokes. I mean, she would get her vegetarian meal. Like, if we got Chinese food, which I used to get that all the time back in the day, she would get, like, just vegetable fried rice or just a vegetable meal. And she would make jokes like, how do you like your dead animal? Oh, very good, thank you. But, like, I eat meat all the time. All the fucking time. And I'm talking nasty shit. Real fucked up nasty shit. Like I ate triple Whoppers a lot, and I'm talking no vegetables, plain. I throw on a ton of extra cheese. Those quad burgers they have at Burger King, shit from McDonald's. But my favorite meal, which for a while there, for about 6 months, I was getting this about 3 or more times a week. There's a Chinese place locally that is just awesome. It's the best Chinese food I've ever fucking had in my life. And I would get sesame chicken with steamed rice, an egg roll, and either 3 orders of crab rangoon, which each order of that you get 4 pieces, and an order of shrimp toast, or 4 orders of fucking crab rangoon. And I loved it. It tasted fucking delicious. Well, some time passed, and I was eating this meat, and then I noticed I was gaining weight, and I didn't really feel good. Well, the time is coming that me and my wife are gonna have to, before we were married, we're gonna have to start eating together, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try to cut back on the meat. Then, like, 2 weeks passed, and I hadn't eaten meat at all. At all. And I thought, fuck it. If I can do it for 2 fucking weeks, I can do it for ever. And I told her, like, I'm just going to go vegetarian. She was like, oh, yeah, right. The fuck is that supposed to mean? You eat meat all the time. I haven't eaten it for the past 2 weeks. Well, it's a lifestyle change, which, yeah, I'm going to get on that later. It is a lifestyle change. And I haven't eaten meat in over a year now. I went vegetarian last year in the spring, and there's been a couple times where I accidentally ate it. I didn't know it was in there, and I knew pretty much immediately. Now, like I said, I've been vegetarian for over a year. Now, some people are going to say, which SuccubusFan85 said, he loves animals and he wants to stop. Okay. That's one little thing right there. Some people say, I love animals, I'm not going to eat them. But then there are other people, the majority of people say, no, I like animals, but I like meat. I don't feel bad, which is fine. You make your own fucking choice. I don't really give a flying fuck. Which brings me to the next thing, judgment. Now, the reason I brought up Onision, I'm not subscribed to Onision's main channel. I'm subscribed to his Onision Speaks. Now, a lot of what he says I agree with, because I am a vegetarian. But therein lies something right there. He made a video which Borg attacked, the fucking Amazing Atheist attacked it. And like this video, I think it was called Murder Eaters, is the name of the video. He was talking about how his family thinks they're superior to him because they eat meat and he doesn't. And then the rest of the video, he's saying he's superior to them. This is the way of the fucking future and all this shit. But yeah, it might be. But for us to judge people is fucked up. But then he made another video on his Onision Speaks channel, which I think it was called Vegs Unite. And he was talking about how vegans judge him because he eats milk and eggs. Now, he brought up a good point, I don't fucking remember a cow ever being able to give milk or chickens being able to lay eggs if they're dead, which I can see where they're coming from. But vegans say they still have to go through some shit. Now, Onision did address that. He's like, well, you gotta do some research, find places that don't abuse the animals, and buy from them. But then again, there's another group that judges vegans. They call themselves fucking fruitarians, because they say a vegetable you have to kill to eat it, because it's life, and they're against killing all life. But fruit can just grow. An apple comes from a fucking tree. Oranges, same thing. They only eat fruit, which to me is like, wow. I mean, that's gone a little overboard. But the more judgmental you get, guess what? There's another fucking group that can judge you on the same thing. So that's one thing you got to be careful of. If you make a decision and you say, I don't give a fuck about other people, you got to make sure that your emotions don't get the best of you, or else you do start to fucking judge people. And like I said, I've done it before, and I felt horrible, and I apologize to every single person. One guy, he was like, well, you are going to live longer statistically than I am because you don't eat meat. But I still felt bad. I'm like, no, that's fucked up for me to say. So I did apologize to the guy, and, we kind of just left each other like, okay, fine, he's cool, I think you're cool, whatever.